7 Magisters perform the bloodiest of rituals and enter the Fade in the flesh. They assault the Golden City and are cast back down as darkspawn. Their blighted taint spreads, infecting many and creating hordes of darkspawn who travel the deep roads. Dumat, Dragon of Silence, awakens, and the first blight devastates the lands. For many years, nothing can be done to stop the blight and the darkspawn. The Order of the Grey Wardens is founded, and Waste-Hopped Fortress is built in the Anderfells as their headquarters. The Wardens recruit fighters from Rivain and from the Syrian tribes. They discover the secret to fighting and killing darkspawn and archdemons. A massive battle ensues in the Silent Plains in Navarra. Dumat is slain. The first blight ends and the Grey Wardens are celebrated. Zazikel, Dragon of Chaos, awakens, and the second blight begins. Much of the Anderfells is devastated, and the Tevinter Imperium abandons the region. Emperor Cordelius Dracon I of Orlais gathers an army and lifts the siege of Waste-Hopped. Aided by the Orlesian army, the Grey Wardens save the rest of the Anderfells. The Grey Wardens with the rest of the Anderfells convert to the religion of the Chantry. Zazikel is slain by the Grey Warden Corinne at Starkhaven in the Free Marches, and the second blight ends. During most of the Glory Age, the Grey Wardens remain vigilant for another blight. They send small groups of wardens to help Orzammar in its fight in the deep roads. The Grey Wardens refuse to get involved in the exalted march against the Dales. Tote, Dragon of Fire, awakens, and the third blight begins, devastating Tevinter and Orlais. The Grey Wardens push the hordes of darkspawn back. Tote is slain in Hunterfell, and the third blight ends. Anderal, Dragon of Slaves, awakens, and the fourth blight begins, and darkspawn devastate much of the Free Marches, Antiva and Rivain. Hosberg in the Anderfells comes under siege. Garahel, field commander of the Grey Wardens, lifts the siege of Hosberg and moves the armies towards the Free Marches. Isaiah, sister to Garahel, attempts a joining ritual on the griffons to make them stronger and immune to the taint. Anderal is slain by Garahel at the Battle of Aisley, a city that borders Antiva and Rivain, and the fourth blight ends. The griffons slowly die out shortly after the fourth blight has ended. Isaiah saves griffin eggs by taking the taint into herself and hides these eggs. During the ages that follow, many people believe the darkspawn to be extinct, and the Grey Wardens are dismissed as a relic of darker times, best forgotten. Urthemiel, Dragon of Works and Beauty, awakens, and the fifth blight begins in the Korcari Wilds in the south of Ferelden. The Grey Wardens amass at Ostagar to take on a massive army of darkspawn, aided by the Royal Army. However, Tirn Logan MacTyr retreats, and the army is all but obliterated by the darkspawn. Logain appoints himself as regent of Ferelden and denounces the Grey Wardens as traitors. However, 2 remaining Grey Wardens recruit allies to fight the Blight with them. At the Battle of Denerim, the hero of Ferelden slays Urthemiel, and the fifth blight ends. The Ferelden Grey Wardens gather at Amaranthine to rebuild. Speaking darkspawn called Disciples and abominations called the Children are discovered near Vigil's Keep, the Grey Warden fortress in Amaranthine. The Warden commander defeats the Mother and deals with the Architect, the intelligent darkspawn linked to Urthemiel. Senior Warden Janeka is left in command of a prison in the V-Mark Mountains where an intelligent darkspawn named Corypheus is held. She believes he holds the key to ending the Blights. Janeka uses an infected Carta cell to track down descendants of Malcolm Hawk, whose blood is the key to Corypheus's prison. When Hawk, future champion of Kirkwall, investigates the prison, they inadvertently release Corypheus, who escapes death by possessing the body of Janeka or Larius. Wardens at Wastehopt begin searching into records and manuals from the Fourth Blight of wardens acting strangely. They also search records of sapient darkspawn capable of speech. They also rescue griffin eggs and return them to Wastehopt to help the griffins re-establish themselves. Grey Wardens hear a false calling and believe that aiding Corypheus will end the Blights. They help him sacrifice Divine Justinia V to the power of the Orb of Destruction. The explosion causes a massive breach in the sky, one that can only be closed by the Herald of Andraste, who accidentally interrupted the ritual and took the orb, creating a magical anchor. The Grey Wardens amass at Adamant Fortress for a massive blood ritual to summon a demon they believe will help end the Blights. The Inquisitor, Herald of Andraste, stops the ritual and reveals the calling to be false and caused by Corypheus, the Elder One. In fighting the demon and closing the rift, the Inquisitor stops the false calling. The Grey Wardens of Ferelden and Orlais are either allied with the Inquisition or exiled to Wastehopt. Grey Warden Ramesh, while investigating the disappearance of a group of wardens, discovers the existence of pools of grey liquid over which hangs crystals of yellow-green lyrium that transform beings, including darkspawn, into insectile and reptilian monsters. The first warden of Hosberg in the Anderfells openly plans to overthrow the current king for a grab at the throne.
If you're new here and you like my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Like it if you like it, for the like it if you like it dance. You can also follow my website, binkyproductions.com, where I post everything from all my channels. Exclusive! If you want to support me, consider buying my book, Stardust Destinies 1 Variant Facing. Magic, dragons, fantasy, all relevant links below. Thank you so much for your time. Your continued viewership is very much appreciated. Maseranas.